draw a sword with straight blade. The Miao Dao, also known as the double-handed sword or double saber, is a single-edged weapon from China. It typically has a total length of around 1.2 meters or more, and requires both hands to hold the hilt. Its predecessors can be traced back to the Ming Dynasty, with origins rooted in the Wu Dao and Zhang. Carry shoulder sword stance. Here, they are not just posing but rather deceiving the opponent with their movements. Since the Miao Dao has a length of 1.2 meters, they can take advantage of its longer reach to preemptively strike before the opponent's shorter weapon can reach them. Here, his junior disciple is using two short blades, which provide greater agility due to their shorter length, in order to get close to the opponent. They rely on precise footwork and movement. Their fighting style is primarily focused on offense, with defense playing a secondary role. Grip position determines offense, with a forward grip for attacking and a reverse grip for defense. The right hand is used for attacking while the left hand is used for defense, when necessary. The left hand can also be used for offensive maneuvers. Reverse grip downward thrust. Here, it is evident that they have forsaken defense in pursuit of aggressive and relentless offense. Despite previously mentioning that the reverse grip is typically used for defense, in this situation, they have abandoned it to focus on maximizing their offensive capabilities. The long handle of the weapon provides enough leverage, allowing them to confidently engage and block attacks. Their ability to do so reflects their self-assurance in their own skills and abilities. Twist body, push shoulder, and deliver blade. Here, they skillfully use the hilt of the blade to strike the Ji-Quan acupoint, demonstrating their intention to avoid causing harm to their junior disciple. Thrusting forward with the hilt to strike the opponent. Xinyu knife technique, holding knife against the enemy. Advance and perform a waist-level swing cut. Cross blade hold. Continuous dual blade scissor flowering. Here, the junior disciple has fully utilized the advantages of the two short blades, employing techniques such as lifting, thrusting, chopping, slicing, and cutting. At the moment of the hands crossing, the opponent's blade gets locked, preventing them from exerting force. Powerful punch, striking the deficiency point, followed by a palm thrust. Rolling on the ground and following with a crouching step to stab with the knife. Horse stance downward chop with the knife. The purpose of this strike is to create distance. Since the weapons of both parties have different lengths, the downward strike is not intended to be forceful but rather to allow the person to create an opportunity for themselves to dodge or evade while keeping the opponent at a safe distance. Using the knife as support. Leverage the force to jump and create distance. Turn and thrust downward. Step forward in a bow stance and thrust upward with the knife. Chopping and cleaving technique. Unable to utilize the advantages of a long knife in close range, now creating distance. Dragon folding body pressing knife. Crossing the river with dual blades swinging in parallel. Consecutive step forward bow stance knife chops. Dual blade attacks with fast speed, using downward chops to maintain a safe distance from the opponent. Xinyu knife technique, right side guarding stance. Right-handed horizontal cut with a regular grip. Forward horizontal slash. Standing knife block. Rightward deflecting knife, with a follow-through horizontal strike. Leftward deflecting knife with a follow-through horizontal strike. Withdraw and turn to unload force. The two opponents lock blades and engage in a standoff, exerting force against each other. In this situation, if one of them releases their grip prematurely, the other will undoubtedly lunge forward due to inertia. Reverse grip heavy strike to the spine. From his crouched position, it's evident how painful this strike can be. turnaround descending chop. Since he is his own junior disciple, he couldn't bring himself to harm him. The outcome has been decided. Tom chooses to intercept the cavalry alone to hinder them, while leaving his companions behind to carry out the task of killing the enemy. The controversial aspect here is why they didn't use a sword to shoot him. Personally, I think it might be due to underestimating the situation, considering that they have a clear advantage with 13 people. The Yan Kai Dao, with its thick back and broad blade, is a heavy ancient Chinese battle knife suitable for chopping. If it is equipped with iron rings, it becomes the Jinbei Da Huan Dao. Big ring knife with a golden back, its presence can also be seen in the resistance against the Japanese during the War of Resistance in China. Bara's weapon is the fine steel silver spear, which has a detachable middle section. The spear is hailed as the king of 100 weapons in China. In the older generation of Chinese martial artists, it is said that one can achieve results in stick training within a year, while the sword only takes a month. However, there is no time limit when it comes to spear training, and the longer the better. This highlights the immense difficulty of mastering the spear. Tom uses the Miao Dao, and I have discussed the Miao Dao in the previous video. Sweeping strike, reverse grip waist cut, powerful mountain splitting. Here, by using a reverse grip with one hand, one can leverage the principle of a lever to generate a significant amount of force. Flying sideways slash. Torrential chopping storm. The Miao Dao typically ranges from 1.2 meters to 1.6 meters in length, while the weapon used by the opponent is suitable for mounted combat and serves as a secondary weapon. Lunge thrust with spear. Lunge thrust with spear in bow stance. Spear technique Wundersia turmoil. Sidestep, draw the knife, and forcefully cleave through mount Washin in one fluid motion. The purpose of this kick is to create distance, as Bara is wielding a long spear, and close combat would be ineffective. Judging from the position, it appears that the kick is targeting the opponent's waist. Finishing move, turning sideways slash targeting the throat. Clean and decisive, finding the opponent's vulnerability and delivering a fatal blow with a single strike. Requires extensive battlefield experience, especially considering the large number of opponents. If I were the opponent in this situation, I would directly use a crossbow since it is a battlefield. The tree in this scene plays a crucial role in the battle against the cavalry, although not shown explicitly. It is not difficult to infer that Tom emerged victorious over the cavalry by utilizing this obstacle to his advantage. Rhythmically sweeping the spear, as if dancing with the clouds, in a flowing motion. Without exaggeration, this strike feels like it could knock someone out directly. It was delivered using the end of the spear, and after building up power with 2 rotations, it hit the opponent's chest. It would be quite astonishing if the opponent could continue fighting after such a blow. The grip with one hand in a regular grip, and the other hand in a reverse grip is intended to achieve a faster thrusting speed, catching the opponent off guard. Twist the body, sidestep, and then swiftly counterattack with a downward horizontal slash while leaning forward. Performing a reverse grip. Execute a sweeping motion with the spear while targeting the opponent's throat. Xinyu knife technique is a swordsmanship style created by Qi Guang, a renowned Ming Dynasty general known for his resistance against Japanese pirates. The movements in Xinyu knife technique include chopping, swinging, cleaving, and thrusting techniques. It emphasizes control of the blade and the application of strength, enabling fast and precise actions for both offense and defense. Xinyu knife technique is a swordsmanship style created by Qi Jiguang, a renowned Ming Dynasty general known for his resistance against Japanese pirates. The movements in Xinyu knife technique include chopping, swinging, cleaving, and thrusting techniques. It emphasizes control of the blade and the application of strength, enabling fast and precise actions for both offense and defense. Forward step thrust of the spear. Sideways right horizontal slash. Sideways left horizontal slash. Consecutive thrusts with the spear. Powerful splitting of Mount Huashan. Seizing the opportunity, he swiftly changes his technique and forcefully strikes the opponent's chest with the pommel of the blade. Horizontal slash. Utilizing a dual grip with one hand in a forward grip and the other in a reverse grip, leveraging the principle of leverage to deliver a powerful strike. The history of the Wu family spear technique can be traced back to the late Ming Dynasty, with the Wu family village in the Wu family mountain region serving as its birthplace. One of its most renowned techniques is the Wu family spear's Hu Ma Qiang or returning horse spear technique. The Wu family spear technique is an ancient school of spear martial arts in China, originating from the region of Wu family mountain present-day Wujie County, Shaanxi province during the Ming Dynasty. Luojia spear, dragon raising its head. Serpent's emergence. Kicking the foot here. Taking advantage of the moment when it was kicked off. Kicking and seizing the spearhead to disarm the opponent. Tang Shu, grappling techniques. In this situation, with their weapon gone, they would do whatever it takes to prevent the opponent from holding the blade, even at the cost of their own life. Tang hand, seize and disarm. Bear hug takedown. Here, Bulara is trying to lock his opponent's throat, but Jerry doesn't give him a chance. Luo's spear technique, turnaround and stab. The feature of turnaround and stab is that the spearhead has already pierced the enemy's vital point before the person turns around. He deliberately pulled the spearhead upward. This is a foreshadowing. He used his previous movement to cover his action of pulling out a dagger from his leg and then counterattack the enemy. This is very logical because his shoulder was injured, so this move did not decide the outcome. The knife just now was combined into one and became a single knife. Now they are separated and held in both hands as double-edged knives. They are also called Mandarin duck double knives in China. The previous episode introduced that the double knives are held in normal and reverse grips, one for offense and one for defense, which are most suitable for close-range attacks. Wrap the hand around and hook the gun with the momentum. Long spear splits into two, forming the same situation as the double knives. Both hands can attack and defend. From here on, the offense and defense are exchanged. And Bibala also fought back the disadvantage he had just now bit by bit. Bibala knew that the double knives were hard to fight, so he had to give up his own weapon. This is his intention, an inch longer and an inch stronger. Although the attack speed is slow, but as long as he controls the distance well, he can continue to show off. He won this time. There is actually a lot of controversy here. Why Bibala didn't care about the knife pull? If it were me, I wouldn't care either. You stabbed him twice and he still had strength. It's impossible. In this movie, the righteous still won. He was like a Mundo with a meat outfit. That's it, the story is over. Welcome everyone to watch. There are countless introductions in each video.